What's going on, family? I know it's dark in here. I just feel like being in the dark tonight. But I feel like it's a little too dark. Maybe we're gonna have to turn on some lights. Steve, what's going on, brother? Chris, what's going on? Lynchburg in the house. Steve, oh, we got two Steves in here. Kansas City, what's going on, brother? How you feeling? All right, so maybe gonna turn on one of these lights. Hey man, I'm about to let you know. Is it too dark right now? Let me know if it's too dark. Let me know if this is too dark for y'all to see. We got my brother Frank Perkins in the house. Hey, look, Frank Perkins in the building. What's going on? What's happening, brother? We gotta have the keyboards on just for looks, you know. I just feel like it's nice to have the System 8 in the background. Yeah, let me know if it's too dark in here. Then I'm gonna tell y'all what we working on. North Carolina, Justin, what up, bro? Is it too dark in here? Let me know. Let me know if it's too dark. Jude, what up, bro? Hey, thanks for being here, Steven. Are you here to learn about mixing or you just happen to click on the live? Are you a new subscriber? All right, let me see. Let me pull up the session. I guess it's not too dark in here. Y'all ain't said nothing yet, so yeah, I guess it ain't too dark. We gonna go ahead and get started. So, what are we working on? Good to see you too, bro. So what are we working on? I'm about to show y'all. Hopefully this doesn't bore y'all. Hopefully this is kind of like right up y'all alley. So I made a video not too long ago telling you like how I go about posting my videos and recording my band. Thank you. You said I should turn on some lights, right? So yeah, I made a video. I posted it last week going over how I record my band at church. And essentially what I do is I'm not using an iRig. What I'm using multitracks. So at my church each week we record the multitracks. And occasionally I'll get the multitracks and I'll bring them home and I'll just mix them inside of Logic. Now, it's worth mentioning. You guys have asked me a lot over the years. You're like, hey, teach me how to mix or teach me how you mix, you know, just in general. Do you know how to mix? Do you know how to master? I'm in a season of really studying how to mix music. I have a general knowledge and overview of how to mix, but I haven't really spent as much time with it as I have with like production, with like learning how to play the keyboard, so to speak. So some of my methods are a little unorthodox. Like it will sound good, but what you will notice is right now, I don't side chain my bass with the kick. We're just running the kick through. Like I do a lot of unorthodox things because I'm somewhat, I don't want to say I'm new to mixing. I've been doing this for a while, but some of my methods are slightly a little bit wrong. So I say that to say, we're watching this stream, right? You guys are watching what I'm about to do inside of Logic. Some of it is right, some of it may be wrong, but I promise you, this mix sounds, I feel like this mix sounds good. You guys tell me what you think. This service is actually from New Year's Eve. And guess what happened? Guess what happened, chat? New Year's Eve, I'm recording on my GoPro. Service is going amazing. I have that feeling inside where I'm like, yo, we're doing really good as a band right now. Like, yo, I'm not gonna say we kind of killing, but I'm like, yo, we kind of locked in. I go back and I check my footage later, and guess what has happened? The footage is completely destroyed. Like something happened with the GoPro where the GoPro turned all of the footage dark. Like I checked my GoPro, I couldn't see nothing. And I'm like, yo, how did I just lose all of this footage? Like, I feel like this was a really, really good set. Like, what happened? Long story short, I tried to recover the footage and I tried to like change the coloring and change the lighting with the footage and nothing worked. So I said, I feel like this was a really, really good set. So what I'm still going to do is I'm going to mix the set and I'm going to post the actual video from service. So this is a mix that I did of this service. check it out. Tell me what you think. I'm going to play a little bit of it. Then we're going to start like working with the mix a little bit. So check it out.
And what's crazy is he never left you, but he was always there. Ain't nobody like him. We can call a lot of names, but there's no name like his.
So this is Trust in God, Elevation Worship.
Can we agree that he's been that fourth man in our fire every time? So blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. He's been my fourth man in the fire time.
So I'm essentially done mixing it, but what I need to do is just automate everything.
So glad washed in his blood, because when he sees me, he sees his blood. And what he did for on Calvary is more than enough. Come on, ring it out, church. Everybody say, I trust in God, my Savior. Come on, if you're online,
I'm using this on the mastering bus to make sure we're getting the balance.
Promise he won't ever fail. Sing it again. Say, I trust in God. Yes, I do. My Savior. He is the one who will never fail. Say, he will never fail. Some perfect submission. All is at rest. I know the author of tomorrow is ordered my steps. Yeah. So this is my story. Yeah. And this is my song. This is where he'll find me. How and we praise him, my risen King and Savior. All the day long. Come on, say, I trust in God. Say, who? My Savior. The one who will never. Oh, y'all sound so good. Say, he will never fail. Come on, say, I trust in God.
All right, so you kind of get an overview of the mix. What y'all think about the mix so far? Like, I feel like, again, I really took my time to make sure this mix was solid. I feel like one of the challenges that I've had mixing in previously, like in the past, is that mid-range and that low end often would fight. But one of the things I did to kind of correct all of that is, I'm going to show you what I did. So we've been working a lot with like the EQs. So as an example, with this bass, this Pro Q4, this is an EQ. I rolled off like this low end down here. So that's what my EQ looks like for the bass. And then we kind of boost it around, I guess, 34 Hertz. That's what you called it, right? And then really the drums often becomes that problem for me, like with the kick. So we rolled off some of the low end on the kick as well. We have a kick in, then we have a kick out, rolled off some more low end, right? And then we have this SSLG channel strip plugin on the kick as well. Doing some more roll-offs. Slight boost here and there, but nothing too crazy. And then something I learned, I was boosting the tom frequencies a lot. Like I was boosting it a lot, but I noticed that wasn't really helping me long term. Like I would listen to the mix later and I'm like, those toms are really sticking out in a way that I don't want it to stick out. It's like it was taking up too much of the frequency band, if that makes sense. So I said, let me roll off some of that low end and let me, if I do a boost, let me only do a little bit of a boost in this mid range, right? So I did that essentially with all of the toms. a little bit of a boost right there. We're doing some cuts down here. We're doing some cuts on the low end, some cuts in the highs as well. A little bit of surgical EQ. So if you look at my channel strips, you can see that I'm not really doing much but just EQ, a little bit of SSLG, that's like more EQ and like a slight compressor there. And then we're routing the drums to a reverb bus and a parallel drum bus mix. So yeah, we're not really doing nothing too crazy. Um, so that's kind of really helping me out, not having that low end and stuff fighting each other, you know? Steven, you said good starting point. The bass is right here. I thought the bass sounded good, but we're not really doing anything to the bass yet.
He's my savior.
We got some R bass right there. On the bass, we have R bass. Yeah, I feel like the bass is in a good spot, you know?
I trust in God. He's my savior. He's the one who will never. He will never fail. Listen, this is my testimony. I sought the Lord.
All right, let me read some of your comments. Yeah, I'm rolling off with the kick as well. You said, is the 770s Pro tricking you in the mixing process by being closed headphone unit? Probably, probably, yeah. I mean, probably. But I have used them enough to know where they kind of sit at on the frequency span, band or whatever. Like I kind of know what to look out for on these headphones. Like oftentimes what I run into mixing on these headphones is sometimes I underestimate like that mid range. Like so these headphones kind of deceive you with the mid range a little bit. So yes, I mean to a certain degree, yes, they do deceive me, but I mean I've used them enough to kind of know what to look out for, and then I kind of reference after I'm done, I'll reference it back on my phone or on my AirPods or in the car or something like that. So yeah, sort of. I mean, yeah, definitely.
I just want you to think about why you trust him.
So this was a good night for sure. This was definitely a good night.
Can we say it like this? Christ is my firm foundation. He's the rock.
So the bass is going directly. I want to say it's not going directly to a DI. I think it's going to an amp and then it's going to a DI, but I don't know. I don't know the technicalities of it. All right. I think this mix is in a good spot. What I'm going to do now, what I typically do, I'm going to go in and I'm going to automate all of the tracks. I'm going to use some automation. And this is essentially like, I'll say this is kind of like live mixing. So I'm just going to go in and ride the faders when necessary. What I often like to do with this process is mess around with the room mics a lot. When something is slightly getting too loud, I'm going to turn it down. When something needs to be louder, I'm going to turn it up. But right now, I feel like we have the mix in a really good spot. So I'm going to start making some slight changes with the automation. So that's what I'm about to do now. And we're going to listen to the whole entire track. If you're just now joining me and you're watching me mix, be aware that this is kind of my process. And I don't consider myself a pro mixing engineer. This is something that I'm just doing, you know? So, you know, yeah. I know some of you on this stream, you probably mix for real. So if you see me doing something a little unorthodox, it's just because I'm finding my process. I'm just figuring it out on the fly. You guys just happen to get to watch me. So, yeah, we're going to do some automation right now. All right, let's get to it.
What's crazy is he never left you, but he was always there. Ain't nobody like him. We can call a lot of names, but there's no name like his. Can we agree that he's been that fourth man in our fire every time? So blessed assurance.
I'm so mad I lost the footage for this night.
Jesus
so mad.
He's been my fourth man in the fire time. Sing it, church.
I like to turn the room mics up.
We've been born of his spirit. So glad we're washed in his blood.
You can hear them singing. I love that.
And what he did for on Calvary is more than enough. Come on, ring it out, church. Everybody say, I trust in God, my Savior. Come on, if you're online, go ahead and type it in the comments. Who will promise he won't ever fail. Sing it again. Say, I trust in God. Yes, I do. My Savior, he is the one who will never fail. Say, he will never fail.
Turn the room mics down.
So perfect submission. All is at rest. I know the this is my story, and this is my song. well, he'll find me. How will we praise him, my risen King and Savior? All the day. Come on, say, I trust in God. Say, who my Savior? Who will never. Oh, y'all sound so good. Say, he will never fail. Come on, say, I trust in God. He's my Savior. Who will never. Come on, he will never fail. Come on, one more time, say, I trust in God. He's my Savior. He's the one who will never. He will never fail. Listen, this is my testimony. I sought the Lord, and he heard, and he answered. I sought the Lord, and he heard me, and he answered. I sought the Lord, and he heard, and he answered. That's why I trust him. That's why I trust him. Say, he always answers. I sought the Lord. I sought the Lord. Say, that's why I trust him. That's why I trust him. Say, I sought the Lord. I sought the Lord. I sought the Lord. That's why I trust him. That's why I trust him. That's why I trust him. I know him for myself. He's proving himself over and over. That's why I trust him. 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 I just want you to think about why you trust him. Can we say it like this? Christ is my firm foundation.
Gotta turn the drones up.
He's the one with everything around me. I've never been more glad that I put my faith in.
I'm glad you feel like you're in the room.
Cause he's never, his track record is proven.
I'm gonna tell you, Gene. I'll tell you.
This is a big question. So why? Look at your neighbor, tell him. Go ahead and be strong. He won't. Come on, look at the other neighbor, tell him. He won't, not in 2025, and he not gonna do it in 2026. He not about to fail me. He won't fail. Okay, let's stand like this. Because rain came, wind blew, my. That's it. I'm so safe. Woo! Yes, I am. And I'm gone. Rain came. God knows the winds blew. But my house was built on. I'm so safe. Safe in your
Okay,
arms.
okay.
Oh, I'm gonna make it through. Come on, say it again. Say rain came and the wind blew, but my house. I'm so safe. I trust in God. He's my Savior. to trust in Jesus, just to take him at his word, just to rest upon his promise, just to know thus saith the Lord. Second verse says, I'm so glad I've learned to trust him. He's Jesus, Lord, Savior, and friend. And I know that you are with me. It says you will be with me till the end. Come on, Devon. Jesus, Jesus, how I trust him. How I prove him Jesus, you're my precious Jesus.
Which instrument are you talking about, Steve?
To trust you, my Jesus, Jesus. How I trust you. How I prove you. I'm proving you over and over and over. Jesus, Jesus. You're my precious Jesus.
So I got an S1 imager on keys and organ. You can hear the organ slightly to the right and the keys slightly to the left, I want to say.
Oh, for grace to trust you more. I'll keep trusting you. Oh, for grace, I'll never stop to trust you more as long as you give me grace. Oh, grace to trust him. Now, if you trust him, listen, I don't need it to be emotional if you trust him. Because some of us have walked through the fire this year. Some of us didn't know when we were going to make it out of the fire.
Had to switch keys.
But we trusted him.
Simber, what up, bro? Appreciate you, man.
Trust him. You don't have to know what he's doing. Because you know your steps are already ordered. Anybody got ordered steps?
Steven, thank you. Appreciate it, bro.
You know your 2026 is already ordered. I said, do you know your 2026 is already ordered? All you gotta do is trust, believe, and obey. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Are y'all ready for next year? Because I am. I want to see what God has in store for next year. And I can't see it unless I trust him. I can't see it unless I obey him. I gotta listen to what he said. If you're ready, I said, if you're ready, why don't you shout unto God?
So that's just about everything, honestly. The session ends right there. We go into a different song, but I didn't bounce that part out because I said I'm only gonna mix this portion. We'll see what the response is once I post it on YouTube. Let me go through some of these comments. Corval, appreciate you, brother. Oh yeah, so with the organ and with the keys, I have an S1 imager there. So that's kind of doing the panning for me. The way, like, it's giving me some width and it's giving me like a stereo image almost as well, but I'm kind of like slightly shifting it. So you can kind of hear the organ in one side and the keys in another side as well. You asked me about the God particle on the bus. So I typically turn this on at the end of the process, but some people will use the God particle and actually mix through the God particle the whole entire time. So it was actually made so that you can mix through it. Like it has a limiter on here, of course, output and input as well. Um, this just adds a unique texture and kind of makes it louder. And I feel like there's probably some saturation going on. I'm actually going to look up what this does at some point. Cause I don't know, somebody recommended it to me and I got it and I put it on my master bus. I'm just being honest. Can I be honest? I'm going to figure out what it does though. Very soon. Maybe some of you on here know what it does. I know it does make it louder. Like if I turn this off, it's not going to be as loud.
If you trust him, listen, I don't need it to be emotional. If
Then when we turn it back on,
because some of us has walked through the fire.
so I feel like it does something unique other than more than just volume. The snares, I learned this from one of the homies, stacking 4 snares together. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 3 total stacks of the snare, and then I'm using like a trigger. So that's what's making the snare like really, really pop. And what the snare sounds like by itself is this. Like the snare still sounds good after we EQ'd it. What I did was I EQ'd a ring out of it. I was hearing that ring. Didn't like that as much, so I EQ'd that out, you know.
So this is my story.
All right, so let's put this all back to read.
Fix up all is at rest. I know the author of tomorrow is ordered my steps. Yeah. So this is my story.
You said if I want the guitar to stand out more without putting more volume on there. Believe it or not, I'm not like a guitar heavy person. So oftentimes what I will do is turn the guitar down slightly. But my guy Trey, he actually has a really, really good guitar tone. So I like the way that it sounds. I hate those in Logic. Yamaha has some really, really good synth sounds. Nord has some really, really good synth sounds, but I can definitively say that Nord has better pianos than Yamaha. I feel like the best of both worlds is to get both keyboards, but if you are looking strictly for just real pianos that sound good, you get a Nord. If you are looking kind of for a good hybrid of some okay pianos and some really, really good synths, then get Yamaha in the Montage. So this is actually a real guitar. This isn't like Logic guitars. You asked about the drum processing. Really with the drums, all I'm doing, there's a lot of EQ. So there's EQ on each channel, right? We're rolling off the low end. And we're EQing out some of those frequencies we don't want. So at first the kick was picking up a lot of like the, one of these mics was, no, it was over here. So in the kick mic, you can kind of hear the cymbals, you can hear the ride, like you can hear all of that. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to eliminate that by cutting out that high end and eliminating the cymbals, the ride, the hi-hat, all that. So I'm doing that with this kick as well. So we got to kick in and then we got to kick out. And then the snare, I'm doing more EQ. I'm taking out the frequencies we don't want. I'm not really doing any boosting, doing a little bit of boosting around 200 Hertz, but we're eliminating around here because it had like a nasty ring. And then we do more EQing, of course, with the toms, the overheads. Of course, it's just like a standard overhead uh, EQ, right? Just eliminating the low end. Doing a lot of carving out, and then we're running the drums through a parallel bus. We're parallel busing the drums, of course, to a drum bus, and that has a lot of compression on it. A little bit of saturation there as well. Well, just no, it's just compression on the drum bus, and then we routing it through a reverb channel as well. Then we route the toms to a tom bus. I'll have to like break down this mix in another video and really dig into what I'm thinking and why I did it like I did it. But hopefully that is kind of helpful. Hey, shout out to Brazil. Appreciate you watching this. Much love. I don't have the Phantom X6 anymore, so I probably won't be making any videos on that, but I do have the Phantom XR in the studio. You said where you're from, the word's highly expensive. Oh, gotcha. You're saying the Yamaha and the Nord is highly expensive. Yeah, I mean, they're expensive in the States as well, I would say. I need to check out the Dexabel. I hear great things about them. But I typically wouldn't do this on a live, but I'm about to upload this video to YouTube. So y'all hang out with me. We just hanging out on a Tuesday, right? I think the mix is in a good spot now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you guys my process. I'm going to bounce this. I'm going to do like one more listen through like the chorus. Make sure nothing crazy is happening.
Sing it again. Say, I trust in God. Yes, I do. My Savior. He is the one who would never fail. Say, He will never fail. So perfect submission. All is at rest. I know the author of tomorrow is ordered my steps. Yeah. So this is my story.
I got to find the thumbnail
This
too.
is my song. This is where he'll find me. How and we praise him, my risen King and Savior. All the day. Come on, say, I trust in God. Say, who? My Savior. Who will never. Oh, y'all sound so good. Say, He will never fail. Come on, say, I trust in God. He's my Savior. Who will never. Come on, He will never fail. Come on, one more time. Say, I trust in God. He's my Savior. He's the one who will never. He will never fail. Listen, this is my testimony. I sought the Lord, and He heard, and He answered. I sought the Lord, and He heard me, and He answered. I sought the Lord, and He heard, and He answered. That's why I trust Him. That's why I trust Him. Say, He always answers us. So
Man, I'm glad y'all like the snare. I'm glad y'all like the snare. I feel like the snare, of course, is always one of the most important parts. So I'm glad y'all rocking with it. I need to find the thumbnail. Like I could use this as the thumbnail, but yeah, I don't want to. I need to find which thumbnail I'm going to use. This is definitely a better thumbnail, I feel like. Nah, she's Yeah, we definitely have a certain freedom to play with. You said, do you use a final comp on the master main puts? Nope. So what you see on the main output is typically what I typically only have the God particle there on the master bus. So typically I don't add anything else. Would this be the thumbnail? We're looking for the thumbnail, chat. Maybe we'll actually use like the crowd shot as the thumbnail. All right, so we're gonna screenshot the thumbnail. So I'm using True Balance to make sure that I have a balanced mix. You said pointing with the mic up. All right, I'm gonna see if I can find that shot once this disappears. So yeah, so True Balance is telling me if if I'm lacking in the low end, it's going to show me on the graph that, hey, your low end appears to be a little bit weak, maybe improve on that. Or if the mid range is too low, it may say, hey, your mid range isn't hitting where typical songs will hit at. All right, so that's not going to work. Yeah, so this is what True Balance is doing. So when we play the song in the middle of the track, right? That's why I trust him. I know him for myself. He's proving himself over and over. That's why I trust him. That's why I trust him. That's why. So it's simply telling me, oh, your levels look good. Oh, the mids look good. Levels of the highs look good. You could increase the level of the lows by 2.9. So it's more of a reference, more of a thing of potentially look at this area of your mix. This is somewhere you could potentially improve on. Again, this isn't the law. This isn't something you should definitely abide by, but it just gives you kind of a good overall picture of your mix, to let you know if you're lacking in any areas. That's all. You said pointing with the mic up. I like this. Let me see. I think you're talking about that one. All right, that could work. All right, so we're going to take a screenshot of the thumbnail. We're going to post this. I'm probably going to post it tonight. May wait till tomorrow. I'll post it. All right, so this is the thumbnail right here. What was that? 2 something. Let me see. I don't want a close up. I feel. Let me. Let me see. I kind of don't want. I kind of don't want a close up because I already know she's gonna be like, "Why are you posting me on your YouTube?" She may be actually cool with it, but Chris, what up, bro? Hope you're doing well, brother. We just in here doing some mixing on tonight. We'll use that as an option. If you're just joining, we're getting a thumbnail as well. All right, this can be a potential thumbnail. Save it. Yeah, the wide shot is kind of perfect. I'm just getting options. The smile one is actually good too. But I can already see it now. She's gonna text me and be like, "Why are you putting me on your YouTube?" I like the wide shot too. You said, did you miss the bells? We don't have any like post production in here. This is like just a straight up live raw mix. Yeah, the wide shot is good. Should we go with the close up shot or should we go with the wide shot? Tell me what y'all think. Because this is an interactive live stream. Tell me what y'all think. Should we go with. Look, y'all know this is actually perfect. This is actually perfect. Y'all are going to give me live feedback. Should we go with. Should we go with this wide shot? Should we go with that one? Or should we go with this one? Which one would be a good thumbnail? Yeah, we kind of touched on the mixing part a little bit. I'll probably revisit this again and actually do a mix breakdown. But which thumbnail should we go with? Should we go with this one? This is the wide shot, or should we use the close-up? Close-up or wide shot? I'm seeing wide shot a lot. So you guys would click on this thumbnail? Like if you saw this on your YouTube feed, would you actually click on this? You let me know. All right, we see wide shot. This one, close up or wide shot? Close up or wide shot? Close up, wide shot. I see everyone saying wide shot. All right, cool. Yeah, we'll go with this one. So then what I do is I'm going to. You say you only click on close ups. Maybe we can actually like expand it a little bit. Wide shot. All right, cool. Y'all about to see my process. Oh yeah, yep, that's exactly what I'm thinking. You already know the game. We can brighten it up. So these are like my thumbnails. Like I'm about to work on a video. I'm about to see all of the secret access, but I'm working on a video this week. Logic, taking sounds from Logic to main stage. That's what this thumbnail is. But I use Canva, and then we're gonna drop this thumbnail in here. And then, as you mentioned, you're right. We do need to brighten it a little bit. No, we actually need to zoom in. Because it's a little dark right now, you know? Like, I feel like this thumbnail is a little too dark. Like, am I tripping? I feel like this thumbnail is way too dark, even if we do brighten it. Like, are y'all trying to fix me? Like, be honest. Are y'all clicking on this thumbnail? Like, come on, be honest. Are y'all clicking on this? If you see this on your feed, are you clicking on this? That's a little too cheesy right there. I'm the only close-up vote. You are the only close-up vote, and we may have to go with the close-up shot now. You said cut her out from the other one. I don't know how to do that. Like, are y'all gonna? Would you click on this video? I feel like this thumbnail is really, really weak. What y'all think? I don't know if there's a feature inside of Canva that you can do that. Go close up. All right, so maybe that's a little bit better. Try to close up. I don't want to do the close up because I'm gonna get a text message that says, "Why am I on your YouTube?" Yeah, I feel like the text is definitely gonna help. So the close-up is definitely better. Like, I feel like the close-up is better. All right. So what y'all think? Close-up or far away? What do y'all think now? Wide shot or close-up? Wide shot or close-up? Not a crush on the singer. He said the one with the smile. See, look, y'all change y'all mind real fast. Like, so I guess, like, this isn't bad, I don't think. I just feel like this is just slightly better, you know? Oh, see, look, yeah. See, look, you know. See, look, I think it's Hyatt. I was leaning more towards the close up because typically, like, I'm giving y'all a secret. So typically, the key to making thumbnails is making sure that you use a big image of someone's face. That's kind of like psychology says you're more likely to click on the thumbnail with someone's face on there. That's why all of my thumbnails are like this. This one isn't bad. I just slightly feel like this is better. You said next, and I have Photoshop as well. I just feel like using Photoshop to make thumbnails isn't as quick as using Canva, if that makes sense. All right, let's make some adjustments. Add a little brightness. Hey, a little contrast, you know. Add a little blacks in there. Okay. Not too much saturation. I know y'all didn't come for this stream to watch me like edit a thumbnail, but cut her out and do what? So if I cut her out, what I'm gonna do with her? Like where I'm taking her to if I cut her out, you know? I'm thinking about adding some words to this as well. I mean, if I cut her out, what am I gonna do? I feel like that's gonna look crazy. Cut her out and put her on the wide? That's gonna look crazy. I don't think that'll look right. I'm not seeing the vision, brother. You get what I'm saying? Like if I put her on this wide shot, I don't think that's gonna translate well. All right, let's do. I'm sorry if y'all didn't come to watch me make a thumbnail. We here now. I know. No. So this thumbnail, I'm gonna actually upload the. So I'm uploading this actual video to my channel. That's why I'm using this thumbnail. Like that's why I'm doing this. I'm gonna show the mixing process in another video. This was just like an impromptu live that I decided to do because what y'all think? This is would y'all click on this? What you think? This solid thumbnail? Got a little lens flare right there. I feel like this thumbnail's pretty solid. Yeah, I'm pretty proud. I'm kind of proud of the mix. Like the past couple of days, I've really been like studying like mixing and really trying to understand the whole concept of mixing. And yeah, I've been able to get some really, really strong tips. And hopefully, the more I learn, I can share with you guys like the things that I'm learning about mixing in general. All right, cool. We're almost done with this. Again, I know y'all ain't come to see me watch a thumbnail. I keep saying that because it's funny, but all right, what we think? Y'all clicking on this chat? Trust in God. I feel like that's pretty solid. Um, I do. I need to actually finish creating it. I actually teach a private piano community on Tuesdays, and I put all of those songs that I would recommend for new keyboard players to listen to. Um, Part of that list is like Jonathan Nelson. Like I feel like Jonathan Nelson stuff is just elite um, for like learning how to play keys. So anything Jonathan Nelson related, anything that Kevin Bond played on, anything Mike Burrell or Jason White is on, those are the things you should consume and listen to. Is everyone in here musicians? I want to know that too. All right, cool. Yeah, I feel like this thumbnail is pretty solid. So now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna bounce this video straight from Logic. I don't know if you guys know about this, but I'm gonna bounce this straight from Logic.
And what's crazy is he never left you, but he was always there. Savior, he's the one who will never, he will never fail. Listen, this is my testimony. I sought the Lord, and he heard, and he answered. I sought the Lord, and he heard me, and he answered. I sought the Lord, and he heard, and he answered. That's why I trust him. That's why I trust him. Say, he always answers. I sought the Lord, I sought the Lord. Say, that's why I trust him. That's why I trust him. Say, I sought the Lord, I sought the Lord, I sought the Lord.
All right, cool. We're gonna export this video. Hopefully everything stays the same. Sometimes like when you export this stuff, like the quality slightly changes a little bit and that can be annoying. But I feel like, got this at a pretty good spot. Um, Put it in my video hard drive. Hey, appreciate you guys hanging out with me for those of you that are still on here. I figured y'all would get bored with me doing a live like this, but sometimes it helps me when I know other people are just on the live with me, if that makes sense, because yeah, it takes a lot of focus to do stuff like this. So I feel like I'm not alone when you guys are hanging out with me. You feel me? You understand what I'm saying? All right, let me see. Trust in God. What should I name this video? Trust in God. I'm gonna name it Trust in God. Matter of fact, let me see. Let me see something. Maybe I should name it Trust in God Band Goes Crazy. My Elevation Worship Band Goes Crazy. Trust in God. Elevation Worship. Hey, appreciate the super chat, brother. Band Goes Crazy. Let's do it. All right, cool. All right, we're bouncing it out now. Man, it'd be crazy when I be seeing y'all on here this late. 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. So you're like 5 hours ahead of us here on the East Coast. You're just late at night. You're just on YouTube, 2 a.m. Do you have like work in the morning? Or are you just up like because you can't sleep? Or also let me know if I should get on here and do more lives like this where we just, hanging out like this. I plan on doing more lives like this, but we just actually got a plan for it. But yeah, it is always crazy to me when you guys are like, "Oh, it's 2 a.m. I can't sleep. I'm up." Like dang. Uh, Bro, I definitely feel that like as an example, like my son was up all night. Well, I ain't gonna say he was up all night, but he woke up multiple times last night. And I was up because he kept waking up. And I'm very tired right now, but like I feel more productive at night. It's almost like I don't know, it's like a switch happens for me at night where I feel more productive as you're mentioning. It's like the minute the house gets really, really quiet and I know everyone is asleep, it's like my mind says, "Oh, you're no longer tired. This is a great time to get some work done." I don't get it, but that's just how my mind works sometimes. I have the Roland Phantom rack. I don't think I have it. I don't really have it hooked up right now. I may do that on another live. All right, cool. Now what we're about to do, we're about to upload this video to YouTube, and I think I'm gonna set it for. I think I'm gonna set it for tomorrow because no one's watching this video right now. I think I'm gonna set it for tomorrow. And the reason we're using this footage, if you're just now joining, it's because I lost the footage. I lost the original footage of the band view, so I still wanted to mix it because I felt like it was a really, really good take that we did, so to speak. Like we had a really good solid I don't know. It was a good solid set. So I said, I really want to mix this and I still want to post it. So that's why we're posting this mix like this. Yeah, man. I don't know what it is. Once night falls, I get inspired to just stay up and it's bad. Like you get it. It's just bad. All right. Description. All right, we're uploading now. I'm gonna listen back to make sure it still sounds good. Cause yeah, sometimes it sounds different.
And what's crazy is he never left you, but he was always there. So perfect submission, all is at rest. I know the author of tomorrow is ordered my steps. Yeah. So this is my story, and this is my song. This is where he'll find me. How we praise him, my risen King and Savior, all the day long. Come on, say, I trust in God. Say, who my Savior, who will never. Oh, y'all sound so good. Say, he will never fail. Come on, say, I trust in God. He's my Savior, who will never. Come on, he will never fail. Come on, one more time. Say, I trust in God. He's my Savior. He's the one. That's why I trust him. I know him for myself. He's proven himself over and over. That's why I trust him. That's why I trust him. That's why I trust him. That's why I trust him.
All right, we're just waiting for it to upload. Yeah, I feel like hopefully we can keep this video up. Like, I don't, you never know what's gonna happen with stuff like this. I could get a text that says, "Hey, can you please take that video down?" Like, you never know. You just never know. I mean, technically, it's not my video, so I mean, I don't know. All right, cool. We're just working on the description. Let me see. Would be right. Hype us up with presents. Hey, you're right. So you're right. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Hype us up with presents. The presence of the Most High. Too good, not too. All right, cool. Let me see what my YouTube analytics says in terms of, is this a good time to post? I know it's not a good time to post, but I'm gonna see how many people are online. We're gonna look at the back end. Typically, most people are online on my analytics at 12 p.m. during the day. Like, so it's 9 p.m. right now. So yeah, not a lot of people are on right now. All right, we'll set this for 11. Oh, let's set it for 10 o'clock tomorrow. All right, then we're gonna talk about presents. Since Gene said this is a great time to talk about presents, I agree. I think it's a great time to talk about presents. I actually use presents in this video. Like, I think it's actually the perfect segue. So if you guys are a musician in church, right? In church, there are a lot of different moments. There's a lot of talk moments. There's a lot of just moments that the preacher's talking. Maybe there's announcements going on. Maybe there's altar call. There's just so many moments that happen in church. And oftentimes in church, we have to play, right? We have to play talk music is what we call it. You know, if we want to add a little bit more space to it, we can add some reverb, right? But oftentimes what we will do is add a drone to kind of fill up that space. And I'm going to share my screen so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So talk music is cool, but what if there was a way for you to add a drone to your playing? So we have this by itself. Wait, we don't need that triggering right now. Let's turn off our MIDI. So we have this by itself, right? So but what if there was a way that you can just slightly add in a nice little drone in the background? So Omnipad is like my favorite preset. Whoopsie, we got to add in the audio. So imagine this in the background while a moment in church is happening, right? We just got this nice little pad going on, right? So you can use this during praise and worship as well. Like if you guys are doing praise and worship, you can turn on the drone pad and let it do what it do. So often the question was like, are you going to add major and minor drones? And the thing is, you determine if it's going to be major and minor. So we were just in the key of C. This is C major right here, right? If you want to go minor, you change the chords, but keep C going. Maybe there's a prophetic moment happening. You guys know about spooky church, right? Spooky church is when they turn on the strings and things get real like spooky, right? So we turn up the strings. Then they start prophesying, right? So that's how we make it minor. It can be major if you want, or it can be minor. Like the thing is, pastors and preachers, they love having a drone pad behind them. It makes them tap into the spirit of the Lord. Like I think it's a really, really cool plugin. And I don't think there's anything on the market that exists like this that doesn't require a subscription. Like I know that there's some other websites that has drones. You can import all of your drones inside of Ableton. That is a way to do it as well, but Presence is definitely unique. There's nothing like it on the market. The animation, the way it's built. We're going to be doing an update very soon. Update's going to be crazy once we can figure it out. So it's going to be really, really cool. Yeah, so I think that's what. Oh yeah, so it's playing the tonic and it's playing the fifths. So there's different presets in here as well. So some of the presets are slightly moving. Like this is a different tone. Has some movement in there as well. Want to go minor? So yeah, it's playing off of that tonic and the fifths. I don't really know theory, but I think that's what you call it. What advice can you give where the fundamentals and process? But the fundamentals and process of mixing and mastering is concerned. So I guess you're asking what advice can you give where the fundamentals and process mixing and mastering is. All right. What advice can I give? So again, recognize I said this at the beginning of the live. I don't know if you were on here or not, but I'm still somewhat of an amateur mixing person. Like I know I mixed this video. It kind of turned out good, but I've kind of been putting in some hours and putting in some work lately on learning how to mix. The advice that I can give you, and I'm taking this advice myself, I'm really slowing down to understand what does a compressor do in the different components of a compressor. I'm really slowing down to understand EQing. What happens when I boost this mid-range versus if I subtract this mid-range? So I'm slowly watching videos where I can identify the different elements and the different parts of mixing. Like, important thing that kind of changed my whole entire mixing process is gain staging. before you do anything else with your mix, like after you organize it, you need to gain stage. Why is it important to gain stage? Because if an audio file is too low, and let's say an audio file is supposed to be hitting at negative 12 dB, but instead that audio file is hitting consistently at negative 25 dB. When you try to run that audio file into a plugin and you try to compress it and do different things, it's highly likely that that plugin is not going to be able to take advantage of that audio file like it should. Like, it's not going to compress the right way. Your EQ isn't going to sound as best as it could versus if you gain stage it. So I say that to say, I'm trying to understand and learn the basic fundamentals of mixing, like gain staging, EQing. What does a compressor do? When do I need a compressor versus when I don't need a compressor? How do I make sure a mix has enough mid-range? Because oftentimes what we do is we scoop out a lot of the mid-range, but the mid-range isn't always a bad thing to have. So it's, for me, I'm trying to really learn the basic. You're asking, like, how do you learn the fundamentals of mixing and mastering? By just slowing down and taking it piece by piece. That's what I'm doing right now. How is it going? Some of it I understand, some of it I don't. So that's why I'm taking it slow. So I would say just take it slow. So what does the ether mean, or what does the ether do? All right, you guys really want to know the T? The T is, when we created Presence, this was actually supposed to be part of the design. So there was supposed to be a feature where there was supposed to be a line that goes from here to, let's say, the T. And there was supposed to be a line that goes from E to the H. And it was supposed to kind of be animated and almost like a lightning thing, where it's like almost like a lightning racetrack. But we got really far in the design process and the developer started working on it. And he's like, hey, that thing that you want us to be able to do, like this feature of the lightning racing effect, he was like, I can't necessarily program it. So he's like, what do you want to do instead? Like, we can remove it. Remind you, if we remove this ether right here, or if we remove these pads, matter of fact, the pads were actually supposed to launch the drone pads too, I think. I can't remember exactly what it was, but anyways, it was a design flaw, and we had to figure out how to make the design flaw work with the actual plugin. That's simply what it was. It was a design flaw, and we got too far in the process. So it's like I had to make a decision, either remove it or keep it. And I wanted to keep it because it would be a lot of dead space without it. You know, that's really what it was. A breakdown on drop twos. I may start a YouTube where I actually teach gospel keys. I already have a private community right now. But yeah, I may make a community dedicated to that. What happened? Oh, I can't do a breakdown right now. To answer your question, I can't. But if you're interested in learning from me, definitely join. Be on the lookout for the private community that I have. It's super, super private, and access only opens up every couple of weeks. So be on the lookout for that. It's some good things inside of the community. Just a heads up. If you want to learn from me, this is the place to be. All right, so we got this video posted. Theo Owens, what up, bro? Drums for Jesus, what up, bro? Travis Mason, hope to see you inside of the community when we open it up, brother. All right, so this is the video we just worked on. It's being posted tomorrow.
And what's crazy is he never left you, but he was always there. Ain't nobody like him. We can call a lot of names, but there's no name like his.
Y'all make sure y'all check out this video tomorrow when it gets posted.
This is my story. And this is my song.
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all go check it out. But that's all we got. Looks like a lot of you guys are leaving because I ain't talking about nothing. I'm in here hanging out. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Shout out to you guys who just joined. We'll have to do more lives. And yeah, that's all we got. We are out.